Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Vita Dinda Ramasari from Andalas University. I will explain about Carnot and Stackelberg models. Augustenson introduced the first non-cooperative oligopoly model and may still be the most widely used in 1838. Short in 1963, the brand functioned that the company acts independently and seeks to maximize its profit. By just the output, the discussion starts with the two polyorders 22nd, which is the case, and then can consider what happens when the number of companies increase. For example, in the market melons in remote areas, the first no entry, there are two companies that no other company who can enter, or this company owns the only good farmland anywhere in the area. Then there is a homogeneous, namely the company produces identical or homogeneous melons, so the amount of output is equal to industrial output. Then there is a single period. The market only exists for one period. Melons cannot be stored. Melons must be sold immediately after produce or will be damaged. Then there is the dimension or demand, namely the market demand curve. Sample story with 0 melon when price equal $1 and P equal 500, when price $0.5 and P equals 1000, P equals 0 cost. Every company has a constant marginal cost of 28 melons and there is no cost still, so the average cost is also 28 cents. Can produce sufficient output to meet all market demands as shown in the picture. What strategy should be used by company 1 to choose its level of output? The answer depends on its belief about the behavior of firm 2. If firm 1 believes firm 2 will sell Q2 melons, then company 1 sell all melons except for as many as hydro melons demanded market against company 2. Assume second as much as 2040 units, then firm 1's demand curve is the curve derived from the market demand curve but shift to the left by 40 units. This curve is called the residual demand curve or curve residual demand. Firm 1 has a monopoly over consumer whose demands cannot be fulfilled by company 2. So, to maximize its profits, company 1 put Q1 units as the level of output on which the marginal revenue curve or MR curve is based at the reduced residual demand cover intersect the marginal cost curve. Because the curve residual demand is linear, then the MR curve is also linear, but with a slope of twice fold of the residual demand curve, then there is a balance of the intersection point of Q1 and Q2 that is 240 and 240. This best response function is called the Carnot equilibrium. Firm doesn't want to produce at a point where it is not at its best response function because doing so will result in lower profits. The only point where the two firms are at their best response function is the intersection of the best response function. Carnot equilibrium is the point where direction curve A and B intersect, so the industrial market has no profit at all. In Carnot equilibrium, the total market output is 240 plus 240 equals 480 melons and the price is 25 and the price is $552 per melon. In a single period model where firms choose only a level of output, any level of output at which no firm believes it can increase its profits by increasing or decreasing its output is, by definition, a Carnot equilibrium, and a combination of outputs can be equilibrium except Carnot equilibrium. And there is a criticism of the Carnot model because some of the assumptions of the Carnot model may not be written in the real world. Because maybe his critical in the real world is Carnot model, these two players set their stake independently, So this inelastic. If there are only two players, then the length of each will tend to be very responsive to the strategies taken by competitors. Then quantity is not the only basis of competition. So in industry oligopoly competition, it's not only price based, but through differentiation allows firm to maximize profit without having to engage increased competition. Stakeholder model. In the stakeholder model, firms set the output and one firm acts before the other. The firm's leader chooses its level of output, and then other firms are free to choose their optimal amount based on their knowledge of the leader output. Is melon market. Before that, we talk in Carnot model. So we assume the company 2 is follower company and the company 1 is the leader. Firm 1 realized that after determining its output Q1, the follower firm will use the Carnot by correspond function to choose the optimal one to reach Q2 equals R2 or Q1. The lead firm chooses Q1 to maximize its profit subject to the constraint that the follower firm chooses the appropriate output using the Carnot-based response. In short, knowing how his rivals will behave allows a leader to profit at the expense of his followers, since firms have identical costs. Firm 1 has the best response in the firm 2's Carnot function. Consequently, the leader knows how many followers will produce at each level of output the leader chooses. Thus, the leader can calculate the total production corresponding to whatever level of output he chooses, and choose profit maximizing. The stakeholder equilibrium differs from the Carnot equilibrium in that the leader acts first and the followers know with certainty the rival's output. That is to say, the leader's claim that it will generate a large sum is credible because it has already done so. Stakeholder equilibrium versus equilibrium other is equilibrium. Stakeholder leaders produce more output and followers less output than Carnot companies. Because the leader company acts first and followers know with certainty the output of its competitors, meaning the leader's claim that it will generate a large amount is credible as it is already done if both companies act simultaneously, which can be seen in the Carnot model of a claim company that will manufacture in large quantities may not be considered credible by competitor company. Okay, thank you for your attention. I'm so sorry for any mistake. And Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.